Hi everyone, my name's John and this is BGR. Alright, so today we're going to talk about LEDs. There's a lot of different brands and makes of LEDs. Some are like this, which are professional grade. So let me give you a shot of what these look like when they're turned on. There you go, they have different flash patterns, and as you can see they are quite bright. But these also cost $65 each. Now I know you're going to say I paid too much. You're probably right. So it gives you a look at what professional, commercial grade LED strobe lights look like. Now let's get on to the other ones that I promised to show you. Alright, so as always I've used my van here as a guinea pig, and you can see that we got some of them already installed here. They look really cool at night. Daytime, well, you're going to get a chance to see them now, how bright they are. I'll try and take it out on the road and maybe get the wife to hold the camera and take a video of me coming down the street with them on, so you'll get a better idea at distance what they look like. I'm satisfied with them. They're okay. They're good little warning lights. I mean, listen, if you're on a budget and you got to get warning lights, they're not a bad choice. But you have to do some work to them. I mean, you can't just take them out of the box and put them on the exterior of your vehicle, because like I said in my previous video, these lights are not waterproof. Far from it. You can tell by the connectors and even by the brackets you receive. They're meant to go in your headliner, and where's your headliner but inside your vehicle. So when you install these, there's a few things you have to do if you want to put them on the outside. Let's take a quick look at that. Alright guys, so real quick, what I'm in the process of doing is of course sealing every one of these lights. And I'm going to show you why they need to be sealed. And that's... oh, there you go. Anyways. You can see now that there's absolutely nothing protecting that circuit board. And those little white things are just like little cushions. So what we got to do is we got to take each cushion off, because they are no good. Okay. Anyways, first off, you have to take each light off. So what I've done, since I won't be using the wiring harnesses here, these white things, boom, gone. Take the heat shrink tubing off, and then just, I've already disconnected all the nuts and bolts here, and just pull them apart. After that, you're going to take every screw off here, alright, and then that'll separate the plastic from the little circuit board in here. So I've done those. I'll show you one real quick, how I'm doing it. I'm just using some goop here. Yes, that's what it's called, it's goop. Now it does get a little tricky and it can get a little messy. But if you want these things to be waterproof, you're going to have to do this. So, what we're going to do is take our goop and you just squish it in there. And take it off, squeeze it off the end there. So now it's starting to come out in there. Like I said, this is a real pain in the butt. But if you want them to be waterproof, this is what you're going to have to go through. Now we do this side.
But I think people thought I was offending her in some way, but she was totally cool.
If you don't cover it all, just take a little Q-tip.
You mentioned Edgar as the winner of the night. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Liza really won the Oscar for
yeah. She was all over everybody. Yeah, she was hugging. I think she and Lupita are really close friends now.
Lupita won.
Yeah.
And the 12 Years a Slave group was a big group.
Yeah.
Let's push it on there.
Steve McQueen got up and
that whole area. When I thought about bringing pizza, because everyone's starving there, you know, and because especially women don't eat for days before that show. Because they know they're going to dress, they're going to have to sit down.
Now when you're retightening the screws, be very careful that you don't crack the plastic. Just, you know, like finger tight. You know, you're not trying to ratchet them in there.
Who had no idea I was going to bring him on stage. And they all ate. It's like everybody was a good sport last night.
There we go. Nice. And when you got a little bit of goop coming out the tip where the wires are, that's perfect. That means that hole is nice and sealed up. Alright? So pretty much all you have to do, I just got what, 5 more lights to do? We'll let the
You can't see it, but next to Jennifer
automotive
Lawrence, that's Jared Leto's
adhesive, or
eye,
whatever you want to call it.
You have to understand, I was
auto
on one
adhesive and
section
sealant,
there's
all
Angie
purpose.
and Lupita in the back,
And this stuff is pretty good,
Brad.
so
Kevin Spacey was on fire
just
in the
let it
back.
seal
He jumped
overnight,
up,
and
knocked
then
two
we'll. Okay, so you see that involves a little bit of work on your part, but I mean, if you want them to last, I know if you guys down south, you don't use road salt. It's probably not that big of an issue, but the water will still get in there, and eventually it'll mess up the electronics. But if you live up in the north where we have snow, we use road salt. You're looking at a matter of weeks to maybe a month and a half, and those lights would be completely corroded inside. Let's look at a quick video of the installation I used, that I did with the wiring and the flasher unit that I decided to use with these. Alright, so the job is complete. You can see all the wires are all nicely bundled up, tied away. We got our flasher unit in here, and I've put in a breakaway switch, well, not switch, but plug. Okay, just be sure that the one that's going to be attached to the grill here, the positive is exposed. You want to leave the positive on the other side that's attached to the vehicle covered up. Alright, okay, well, we're almost there. So as you saw, we put shrink tubing around all the connections. And that Show Me flasher is it's pretty good, and it handles all these lights without any problem. Now, if you noticed, I'm missing 2 lights. I only have 16 blocks here. I really, with the scheme I set up here, and this is just for demonstration. I mean, I know you guys are very imaginative, and you'll come up with your own setup of where you want to put them, how you want them to look, and that's fine. This is just a quick setup so that I could show you guys what they look like. So. There's 7 flash patterns, I believe, on that flasher unit. So I'll turn them on now. You can take a look at them as they flash, and you can see the different flash patterns I have on these. There we go. Now right now I have it set to random mode, which means it randomly goes through the different flash patterns that the unit does provide. Now you can see it's changing around. Now the lights are a little bit dirty because they did go through a bit of rain the other day, so they got some road grime on them. But they're still fairly bright. I mean, they're not gonna blind anybody, that's for sure. But when you figure you're spending what, less than $30 in most cases to buy these lights, it's a pretty good deal considering that other light, $65. Now I know, yeah, there's other places selling for $35 and so on. And if I knew that when I bought these ones, I probably would have waited. Anyways, I hope this gives you a good idea of how the lights work. What I think of them, I think they're pretty good, and they're worth the $28.52 that I paid for them. So go ahead, spend the money, but you might want to get a different flasher, because the flash unit I find that comes with it, it's not really good enough to give you the options that you're going to want on the road. The Show Me flasher costs, I think it's about $30, $29.99 or so on Amazon. You might be able to find it cheaper on eBay. Well, that's it in a nutshell. They're not the brightest thing on the road, like I said, but you know, in a pinch they work. Anyways, my name's John. Thanks for watching.